Hi guys, so obviously it's Jay from 0161, and we're joined tonight by the beautiful, sexy front man. It's Connor Snyder from Broken Calling.
Woo! It's me.
Cheers,
It's me.
Connor. How you
It's
doing,
your
man? You all
boy.
right?
Yeah, man. I'm good. I'm good. I mean, I
Yeah,
mean, I mean. To be fair, like the whole 0161, before we even start, so much love for everyone there, man. Like all I did was post one. We posted one shitty little video like about 2 months ago, and everyone's been like, "Whoa, who the fuck is this band?" And we're just like, we've just been chilling. We've just been
do
chilling for
you
the
know,
past
mate?
year.
Do you know what the good thing is there's so many people on the page now from where we started, which like literally last year. So as soon as a band, no matter where they're from, don't have to be Manchester, Northwest, whatever. If a band
Yeah,
comes
man.
up and they're fucking good, people just smash them out everywhere, which is really good.
Definitely. Yeah,
Really good,
so
man.
much love. So much
Yeah,
love for everyone at the
no, mate, it's
0161, man.
amazing. Yeah,
Dope.
so obviously, just give us a little bit of a, an in-depth why you guys came about, when you came about, how long you've been going.
Fair play. So yeah, so Broken Calling has been a band for probably just over a year now, and we four of us were in a band previously, and I mean to be fair, those who know me and know the rest of the Broken Calling guys know what happened. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a messy breakup, but I'll leave it at that. We've all had our piece about that situation for the past year now. I even wrote one of the Broken Calling songs about it, so there we go. That's out in the open. But you know who you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a bit messy, and me, Martin, Jack, and James were all just kind of like, well, what do we do now? Oh, pardon me. Drinks. Love that. Drink. But yeah, so we all like messaged each other, and we're like, let's just meet up and jam. Let's see what happens. Because, one or two things can happen. It can go to shit and we go our separate ways, or we decide to, think it's all sick and make a go of it. We had a couple of songs that we had taken from the previous band just through miscellaneous legal bollocks. Then we wrote the song Superiority Complex, which was kind of the initial kind of, okay, maybe we should make a go of this. So in the end, we were like, yeah, okay, we'll jam a few songs. We wrote a few. We had half an EP written by the end of the day.
Yeah.
We were originally going to call ourselves Bison. That's a really funny.
Right.
So yeah, we were originally going to be called Bison. We thought, yeah, that's going to be cool. Go down the kind of stick to your guns melodic hardcore route.
Yeah.
But then we kind of, I don't know, I was fiddling around in my head with the concept of the fact that we thought we had a calling in the previous band and how well everything was going, and then it all just went to shit.
Yeah.
And it was broken. So we had a broken calling. Like I know
Yes,
it sounds very cliche and rubbish.
It's good though. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. It works.
And yeah, so pretty much from there we started out. I've got a few people. I knew a few people. Jack knew a few people. Martin knew a few people. So we got the ball rolling. We actually at one point was working with. Unfortunately, we're not working with them anymore, which I'm absolutely gutted about. But it all went due to personal reasons, no hard feelings. But we were working with Darren Smith from Funeral for a Friend, one of the original guitarists.
Yeah.
We are working with him quite closely with the first EP, and he kind of helped us along with kind of writing it, promoting it, and stuff like that. So we have a massive shout out to Darren from Funeral for a Friend for that. He's obviously doing absolute bits with, I don't know, I think I'm pretty sure Funeral for a Friend are going to come back at some point after shows last year. And he's also in another band called the 501s, I believe. They're doing really well at the moment. So yeah, shout out to him. So we got the first EP out, and we played some shows and it was sick. And then fucking COVID happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus. And just ruined everyone's life. With Broken Calling, we had some tours. I'm pretty sure we had a Manchester show in the works as part of a UK tour that we were doing, and yeah, that went to absolute tits.
That was not with the 016 now, sadly. For that
one. No, that wasn't, unfortunately. It was a different. There was a different group of people, unfortunately. But I'm sure at some point we will come and play
mate,
the 016
do you know what?
at some point.
Do you know what we are trying to do to get you down here is unbelievable, because do you know what? Like you said, since you posted your video, your song on the 016, the amount of people that messaged us saying, listen, you've got to get these guys down here, at least, headlining something, or, doing something for the 0161. I mean, again, we've had, we have had bands from Essex, like, we had Struck Down, who came down here for us.
Nice.
Traveled God, fucking how many hours, I don't know. Vlogged it all, played the gig, vlogged all the gig, vlogged all the way back home in the hotel, and fucking everything, mate. It was amazing. So yeah, getting a band like you, getting guys like you guys has been amazing.
Yeah, man, love that. Absolutely love that. And yeah, like, to be fair, like, as I said, with the response from you guys and everyone around, especially to the new single, by the way, cheeky plug, Redemption, out now. You know it. It's almost at 30,000 streams on Spotify. Yeah. What is going on?
That's amazing.
Mental. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And for those who don't know, cheeky little thing, we have recently signed a management deal with the wonderful people at UAC Management.
You've just been signed up by UAC, yeah?
Yep. So we're rocking and rolling into 2021. Like our 2020 was pretty.
I was going to say, Connor. To be fair, really good management company. You know.
Yeah, man.
A lot of bands under the roster. So obviously, you know, they know what they're doing.
Haristo and the team know what they're doing. Yeah, so they do. We are really we're very grateful in our position.
Yeah.
Just being 5 dickheads from down south who, you know, we're just angry. We're just angry at the world. We just hate everyone at the moment. It's great. We are angry boys, as we call ourselves. So we're just, and if you've listened to Broken Callings music, you can hear that all across the board. We're just pissed off. That's it, really.
I mean, especially now with the COVID stuff and everything. More reason to write annoyed, angry, you know, music.
I genuinely feel like right now we're actually getting some of like the best metal music going because of how everyone is so pissed off and channeling that.
Exactly.
Like, you know, but yeah, man. Oh, mate, shit. Like, it's just been a crazy year. It's just been a crazy ass year.
It has.
Mad as hell, man.
So if you look at like yourself and the rest of the band members, where do you think the biggest, you know, influences come from? All of you, like you as a singer and the rest of the bands as whatever instruments they play?
Yeah, fair. I mean, personally, myself, I see a lot of kind of, it's gonna sound really stupid, really cringy, but a lot of like kind of MySpace metalcore, like kind of early Bring Me the Horizon,
that's
kind of like I don't know. I used to listen to bands like Bring Me the Horizon, Hollywood Undead, You Me at 6 back in the day, and then sprinkle that in with a bit of new metal. So you've got bands like Slipknot, Linkin Park, Korn, Limp Bizkit, all of that. Love that. Jumping around, makes you want to punch someone's nan. It's great. And steal a Zimmer frame. Why not? And kind of, and the rest of the band, like we come from like a whole wide spectrum of influences. Like you've got James and Callum. So Callum's the newest addition to Broken Calling.
Yeah.
So though in the old band it was me, Jack, Martin, and James, and then when we started Broken Calling, we brought Callum in because he was a friend of James. And not only was he actually really good at playing guitar, he also drove a car. So we had an extra driver, which is always helpful.
Right, yeah.
We didn't just have him for the car.
Yeah.
But like Callum and James are they go to uni and stuff. So they bring the music theory side of things.
Okay.
And they kind of they level out the kind of cohesive madness that is me, Martin, and Jack.
Okay.
So it starts with Callum and Martin. They bring them two together.
Yeah.
And then it comes in with James, and then me and Jack kind of sprinkle the rest on top, and that's where you get Broken Calling song.
Yeah.
Jack comes from a drum and bass background,
but
his favorite band is Lamb of God.
Okay.
So it's just it's fucking crazy, man. and then Martin's just mental. Martin is like, if you had hardcore with a bit of Dillinger Escape Plan, a little bit of mathcore, and sprinkle a bit of ADHD on top, and you've got Martin. So and a lot of what we write is like we just kind of throw shit at a wall and see what sticks.
Just see what.
Like we just kind of like so Jack will come in with kind of this, and someone will come in with this, someone will come in with this, and we'll go, wait, what? But hang on, actually, let's try that anyway.
Yeah.
So, and then we just throw it together. So, I mean, even Redemption, like, even though it's a banging song, like, it started like kind of, oh, we'll do this here, we'll put this here. And then when we got to the studio, we did even more fucking about with it.
Right.
So we put the rap section in the breakdown. And then out of nowhere, I was just like, you know what would sound really sick in this? The bit from Shrek where Lord Farquaad goes, "Some of you may die." I've had so many messages from people saying they will never watch that film the same again because of what Broken Calling did.
It's like an evolutional thing. Like, you get together, something happens, so you move on to something different. I think, which is good. For bands, it's really good, and it's like,
yeah, we've definitely stepped up our production a lot more. Yeah. We recorded the EP with an amazing guy called Stu at Infiltrate Studios in Sandwich.
Okay.
And he did an amazing job. Like, I'm not taking anything away from him, but production wise and just the kind of scale of work that we did with Redemption in the one day, like we literally spent like 13 hours in one day on this one song. That's how much we put into it.
Yeah.
And the guy who recorded it is actually a really good friend of mine, Michael Q, Rove Recording Studios in Wembley.
Okay.
So that it was a massive setup, massive old school setup. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
As I said, not taking anything away from Stu, but just kind of the upscaling of everything and the fact that we put so much time into that one day recording it and the result that came out. I mean, to be fair, the music video was just filmed on our phones for fuck's sake. So, it's all good, but people still dig it. So it's dope. Yeah. And we couldn't even fathom how much response we were getting for Redemption. We also had a little PR campaign going with a bunch of guys called Sam PR. Definitely check those guys out. If there's any bands who are looking for a decent PR company, definitely hit them up. And yeah, man, sick. Like we as I said, like I could say it 1,000,001 times this interview and just be like, we're really thankful that we're in the position that we're in right now.
Yeah.
So just to kind of hope that if everything does go back to normal in 2021, we're in prime position to kind of take advantage of it.
Yeah. And just looking at obviously the gig wise, what do you reckon, like for you personally, for the band personally, is the biggest and best gig that you've done, crowd reaction wise, or something where you've all felt, everything's like gelled?
It's like to be fair, like it's an easy answer, but a tough one at the same time, because there are two easy gigs to choose from. Because unfortunately, Broken Calling haven't really played much. I think we've probably played like 6 or 7 shows in the time we've been together.
Right.
Obviously, due to COVID, we had a lot more planned and stuff's happened and shit like that. But hands down for me, probably one of the best shows we've ever played it's got to be Face Down in London. We played the Halloween show. There's pictures on our socials of us dressed as the Mario Brothers. It was a fucking fantastic night. I started the night by chucking chocolate coins at people because I'm Mario. And yeah, man, like the crowd was heaving. It was a Halloween night. Everyone was dressed up. It was crazy. And yeah, shout out to Justin at Trauma PR for booking us on that. And shout out to the boys. Well, unfortunately, our no longer boys in Griever, who were an amazing band to play with that night. Unfortunately, Griever are no longer together.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely gutted. They were an absolutely sick band. Like Callum, Johnny, Vincent, and Matt, just absolute legends to chill with and meet that night. And yeah, man, they really digged us. We digged them. It was a sick night. And
have you played out of London? Have you just stayed in like?
I mean, as I said, we were all in a previous band before, and in that band, we've played all over, including Manchester. We've played places like Grand Central and stuff like that. And but in Broken Calling, no, unfortunately, we haven't. We had the chance. The furthest we played, I think, is Bristol, which was one of our more recent gigs.
Is that the Griffin?
It might have been the Griffin, actually.
Yeah,
really sick. It was like a tiny venue upstairs.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, we played the Griffin. That was a really cool show. Load of random people just turned up. It was sick. Like I love gigs like that, where you don't know who's going to turn up, and this room was just heaving by the time we got halfway through our set. It was nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely like kind of. Well, I mean, like one of the best shows I've ever played personally was a show in our previous band in Manchester at Grand Central, and I think we were like 3rd on.
And just remind people what your band called. Your band.
The band we're called now is Broken Calling, and the previous band we were called Spreading the Disease.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So Spreading the Disease played a show up in Manchester at Grand Central.
Yeah.
And
was that for Badger? Was that a Badger one?
That was a Badger show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was headlined by Pulverize, and I'm pretty sure.
I I do remember I was there. Yeah.
There was some little metalcore band who like they were freaking nuts, and they bought like half the fucking crowd with them. I want to say their name's Portrayal of Ruin.
It was Portrayal of Ruin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they opened the show.
It was.
Yeah, because it was Portrayal of Ruin. It was another band. It was us spreading the disease at the time, and then it was Pulverized.
It was. Yeah.
I'm really sorry to whoever the second band was, but I can't remember for the life of me.
You were right. I do remember Portrayal there. I do remember. Was it obviously you guys Pulverized? Yeah. Definitely, it was definitely
that was a dope show, man. There were so many people that show, and the really funny story is halfway through the set, everyone was getting really rowdy. So we were like, "Oh, let's play a cover." And at that time, Slipknot had just dropped the song "All Out Life," and we were like, "Hey, you know what? Let's learn it for the Manchester people." But just in case no one wanted to hear it, because we didn't know what the reception for the song was like, we were like, "Okay, we've also got the Hail Mary of Here to Stay by Korn." Which is, if you know Korn, that song is an absolute bop.
Yeah.
So we were like, yo, do you not want to hear All Out Life or Here to Stay? And as soon as I said I don't want to hear All Out Life, the whole crowd just went no. And we were just like, oh, okay then. Well, it looks like we're playing Here to Stay. and I still got the video. I still got the video of the live stream they did for that night saved on my phone, because the minute that cover kicks in, the room just erupts, and it was absolutely mental. And Martin and Jack, James wasn't a part of the band back then. This was like a while ago, but Martin and Jack will probably remember that gig. And also that was at the time Martin had like busted his ACL, so he was actually sat down for that gig. But you wouldn't have noticed because he was like flailing around like a nutter, windmilling his head while sat in a chair. And I was just like, Martin, just get the man a crutch and let him run around for fuck's sake. But yeah, man, like that's the thing. Like it's been a crazy old journey, man. Like and especially with 2020, like Broken Calling are just like kind of like it's like we went from like kind of starting the year really strong, getting ourselves ready for like new releases and stuff. Then COVID happened and everything went to shit.
Yeah.
Then we just kind of were messaging every now and again. Pardon me. And and out of nowhere I was just like, let's just write a song, get out there. And like all the guys were like, let's just do something. Like we were all just like, let's just do something. And we were like, okay, let's write this song. And then we started writing Redemption, and then I was like, you know what, this is just going to be like a fuck you Boris song. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a fuck you Boris song that's actually
I think there is
at the moment. And I'm pretty sure it
charts right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like number 7 or number 8 or something. And people are like, yo, we're gonna have like a Rage Against the Machine moment.
Yeah.
So I hope it gets it, man. I'm pretty sure that Boris is like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like, it just says, I think it just says Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt.
I think it does, yeah. I think it's actually gone up further now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Last time I checked, it was like 8th or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's growing.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope it gets it. That'd be hilarious.
But as of like the stuff that Broken Calling are working on, new releases, EPs, singles, whatever you're doing, albums. What are you working on? What can we look forward to seeing?
We are working on a new single as we speak. We're working with UAC management on that, obviously. So they're kind of helping us kind of get around and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not going to give away many details yet. We are going into the studio in January.
Yeah.
But what I can reveal for the 0161 as a little sneaky peek is we are going to be doing a 2-song live session. We're going to be recording it in January and hopefully dropping it at the end of January.
Okay.
And one of the songs that we are going to be doing is a cover, which I won't reveal yet. Yeah. And the other one is going to be the first live performance of Redemption.
Okay.
So we're really excited for it, and we hope that everyone at the 0161 and everyone who's going to be watching this, I hope they're going to be excited as well for it, because we've been gagging at the bit to play Redemption live, and I can only assume everyone else has been as well, because there's been such great reception to the song. Everyone's been like, when are we going to hear this live? I want to punch someone and jump around my bedroom on a Zoom call or something, you know what I mean? So we're going to record those. We're going to record Redemption. We're going to record the cover. We're obviously going to be recording a new single in January. Hopefully we're going to be aiming for like a February, March release with promo and video and stuff like that. So things are kind of slowly building. We're kind of we're still working behind the scenes, but everything's kind of on the back burner at the moment. Obviously, with Christmas, everything, everyone just wants to kind of take that time to be with their family and kind of make the most of, like, the fact that Christmas is a quieter time. Not many bands really do anything. Like, it might put the odd Christmas. Actually, speaking of Christmas songs, what come out the other day for me was fucking, what was it? There was a Christmas compilation by a band called Raised by Owls or Raised by Wolves.
Yeah.
That's the one. Sorry, Raised by Wolves. I don't know where I got that from. They're Raised by Owls, but yeah, they've gone down the kind of like video skit route, and I'm all for it because they're brilliant. So, and they put out like a compilation Christmas song, and they had loads of different people in bands and stuff. And I was just sitting there cracking up because everyone just put so much effort into it. And some people just look absolutely ridiculous, but that's what I live for. Hence why I wear ridiculously flowery shirts.
Why you wear your shirts?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm all for, like, looking flamboyant and whatever for a video. So it's all good, man. Yeah, man. Sick as.
Oh, no. So, just to round it up.
Yeah, man.
COVID wise, obviously it's been shit. Obviously, I'm sure you've had events cancelled, and obviously we have, stuff that we put on and stuff like that. What have people got to look forward to for Broken Calling next year? Can you just give people, dates, where you are, what you're doing?
I haven't got anything just yet. As I said, we're going into the studio in January. We're recording a live session in January, so hopefully that'll be dropping end of January, start of February time. Yeah. And yeah, if we can gig next year, Broken Calling are going pedal to the metal, balls to the walls. We will literally play your nan's bedroom if we have to.
To be fair, we've had loads and loads of messages since you obviously post on the 6-1. We've had a hell of a lot of people saying you got to get them guys down to Manchester somewhere doing something.
Yeah, man.
At the moment, we're doing live stream events, which obviously keeps the kind of for bands alive a little bit.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So yeah, obviously we hopefully get you down, mate. And I mean,
100%, man.
The people, it's down to the people. They talk, we do as they please. So
yeah, man. And the fact that everyone is talking about Broken Calling right now, I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you, James, so much. I appreciate everyone. And on behalf of me and all the Broken Calling guys, we can't thank everyone enough. And the only thing else I really have to say is keep liking, keep sharing, keep an eye on Broken Calling. And yeah, just like, even though like we're very angry people in our music, we try to be as nice as we can.
You're very nice in real life.
Yeah, of course. Like, I'm not going like gonna like kind of take your head off and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's me on stage. Over here, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just been crazy. And I just want to say to everyone out there, Broken Calling was a band that was created because someone told us that we were A, expendable, and B, replaceable. Fuck that. And no matter what anyone does in their life, you're not expendable, you're not replaceable.
No, you're not.
This band will support anyone who suffers like that, and anyone who suffers with anything that makes them feel shitty.
Absolutely.
Through our music and through our message. No one deserves to be told they're expendable. No one deserves to be told they're replaceable, ever. And especially in a time like now, we all just need to be a little bit nicer to each other.
Everybody's amazing. That's where you should. Yeah, man. Everyone is great. Everyone's amazing. Sick of all the negativity that's knocking around everywhere. Obviously with the COVID shit and everything, but nah, man.
And if you've got negativity, channel it through music. Honestly,
exactly. Yeah. Write a song about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, write a song.
Yeah, like I cannot fathom the amount of times that whenever I've been pissed off, down, depressed, hurt, feeling shitty, like no one gives a fuck about me. Like in my lowest points, music has always been there, and it'll be there for everyone. Music is a language that everyone speaks, no matter what your language, your creed, your sex, whatever, man. Like music is universal.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the message that I want to me and the Broken and
you're spot on, mate. You're absolutely spot on.
Yeah. Also, fuck the government and fuck Boris. Am I right?
Correct, Mondo, mate. Yes, correct. So Connor Snyder, from Broken Calling. Thank you so much.
Cool, lovely.
And we'll hopefully, mate, see you in 2021.
Mate,
in Manchester somewhere for the 0161.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, mate.
Cannot wait.
Yeah.
And just quick one. Obviously, follow Broken Calling on social media. Follow the 0161 as well. They are absolute fucking legends.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, mate. Like, new stuff's coming 2021.
Make sure everyone checks them out. Check out. Yeah.
Bet your ass we're coming down.
And Broken Calling, such a good fucking band. Always happy to support me in the 0161. Everyone keeps bringing them up, so all good, man. Cheers, Connor. Thank you so much, bro.
Take care, buddy. Much love to the 0161.
Thank you, Broken Calling.